Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a surprise. Yeah, we found a little bit of time, and we're going to be doing a short flight for Simulated Air Force to Omaha, Nebraska. Now, we left off in Scott Air Force Base, so we're going to do a CRAF, a Civil Reserve Air Fleet mission up to Omaha's Eppley Field, not off it like we usually go with Sim Air Force. We're going to actually go into the actual airport. Also, in case you all have never heard of this airline, well, there's a good reason you haven't. They've been out of business since around 2008. Yeah, I actually just found that out here not long ago. And then my other favorite airlines like ATA and oh, what's the one? Oh, I can't think of it. Yeah, I can hear y'all saying it's your favorite, but you can't remember the name. Well, it's got the flag on the tail, and I can't remember the name to that. It too went down. A lot of airlines in 2008 for charters vanished, and it's a shame. This was one. This was one I actually have a couple funny stories with, but great airline, great people. World Airlines, another one. It was just an amazing, like all of a sudden, poof, they're gone. And like, what the heck? And so did the military charters go poof. So anyway, like I said, we're at Scott Air Force Base. I want to get this going. So let's head up into the office and get to work. Real quick here, this is Zibo 737-800x. We've been having some issues of late with it. Yesterday's flight was one I really think a combination of the computer being turned off. I didn't calibrate the flight sticks after that, and the pulling the power off the plane all came together for a fun flight. That had to it. Athens, Greece, the ILS for Autoland put us on the edge line instead of the center line. Yeah. I think I remember. I've only been to this airport and X-plane a couple of times, and I think it did that to me last time. So that wasn't related, but that was funny. But I think, as I told everyone on Discord, I think Zibo's going to be copacetic for us today. We've made some minor changes, hoping for the best, praying that it will work. So let's get up there and go to work with Zibo. Now, also, you'll notice it down at the bottom. Matter of fact, yeah, we'll keep it. It doesn't look too bad. I may have to move it here. We're running something new. And actually, our latest follower, you'll see him there in the alert at the bottom, S.L. Goldberg, asked me to come along, help in this process he has going on with ABC. Oh boy, I got to get it right. Hang on. Stand by. I always get it wrong. Basically, it's a better camera system. And the big thing here with it, and you'll see it flash up here a couple times on Twitch, it's a lot different. Let me put it this way. To me, and I'm sorry, sir, if I don't in any way intend to offend, it does appear a lot like what we know with X camera. However, there are differences. One, it's free, but two, there are other things you can do with it. Now, I can't show you that today. I am not set up, and I'm with the wrong virtual organization to do that. Sim Air Force requires us to fly on VATSIM because they're a VATSIM Special Operations Group. So if you're with a VATSIM Special Ops, pretty well tells you you got to kind of fly on VATSIM. Just me kind of speaking out loud. So, however, it would work there. I don't know fully or haven't fully tested it up yet in that environment. So today is the basics, and you'll go, oh, that's just X camera. Yes, again, and no. Yes, you could move through the airplane to get to your wing shots or to this or to that, or you could just snap to them. Yes, you could do that in X camera, but there's more in this that I just don't have set up yet. So bear with me. So, but we'll give you an introduction to it. I got a great 23-minute video he did for me. Yes, and I got the thing about how your video just didn't seem to flow. Well, we'll see, let you see, sir, if you're on, or when if you catch it on our YouTube replay, if it looks like you're wanting. So without further ado and without further introduction, we're getting going here. So let's get over here, start the load process with the free PMDG version called Zibo. No, it is not PMDG at all, but I think it's better. Yes, I'm having some issues right now that I caused that I got to figure out why and where and what. I know it's somewhere buried in the settings, and we'll figure it out with Zibo. Okay, so one of the big things you can do with Zibo is once we go to the next page here, clicking that triangle, we can begin the airside services where I basically hit load OFP. That's my OFP, I believe. Stand by. 112 people. Sorry, folks. I am a little tired from work today. 117,443 pounds, 0 fuel weight, 12,987 pounds of fuel. That's what SimBrief says. That's what you see on the screen. Boom. That's the big thing I do. All you got to do is click activate. And the rest, well, that's what Zibo does. As you can see, the air stares out already. So, and eventually the cargo things, I think that's in a good position. We'll find out as we fly. All right, so let's bring Toolkit in real quick. The unofficial, official scorekeeper for Flying with Mike. Unofficially, SimBrief or Toolkit doesn't know I'm using it. Well, they do know I'm using it as a scorekeeper. We all do. But unofficially, they also, yeah. Anyway, you get it. All right, 22,400 pound payload, block fuel 12,987, and 112 people. Today's flight will take us to flight level 360. Whoa, dispatch, you are weak. 6 for the cost index. Yeah, we'll see what we have to do. Currently, Kansas City, here I come. Oh, no, we're going to Omaha. Is up and running. Weather here is calm, 9-mile visibility, and thank goodness we saw that thing called a sun in the sky today. Wow, haven't seen it in a few days. Hey, it looks like Omaha saw it too. It's 340 at 6 up there with the winds, 10 miles clear, and balmy 48 degrees. It's warmer there than here. How about that? Oh. All right, and with that, that gives you an idea. The green means, yeah, the center is online. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Let's take a moment here, load up. Oh, I loaded the wrong one. Oh, I hate when I do that. Sorry, folks. Wah, wah. I'm trying to think, can I switch easily or not? You know what? We're going to go with the not, and we're going to quit, and we're going to fire up Sim Air Force. Most likely, we're going to have to log in. Hang on, I'm just getting logged in, and that will auto start, so I'm not worried at all. And log in. Give it a few seconds, I'll confirm, and then we'll get to work. Meanwhile, I'll get rid of some Toolkit so I don't forget. Oh, come now. Oh, there it goes. I was going to say, really? You're going to take that long? Jeez. All right. Oh, we are really zoomed. It's the only thing with the airline that kind of aggravates a little. Boy, is it zoomed in when it comes on. There we go. All right. That's fine. That's those, what do they call it? I can get over that. There's a word for it. But anyway, we are online and we are ready to go. We're not on VATSIM yet. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got the battery. Well, we're going to do this a little slower today just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So battery, standby power, ground power on. Ground power is on, battery, standby power, both on. Guards closed. You wouldn't see lights if they weren't. AC/DC's on ground power. Left, right are currently off. Standby. We'll get your favorite noises. Everyone, for some reason, loves to hear this.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Thank you, Captain Morgan. We sure appreciate your best for our engines. Okay, passenger oxygen normal, 3 green on the landing gear. EECs are on, reverser lights are off. Radio's good, service and dome lights are off. Quick test over here, good. ELT armed, guard closed. Align, align. Now, if you put the switch up here, right here, the display selector to heading status, you'll get English. I'll get it down here in a few. It's going to tell you how many minutes till aligned. Once you get aligned and aligned, go to nav and nav. And we're done up here. Click to switch over. In the middle, we're just making sure guards are down, off, yaw dampers off, everything's in the middle. Fuel pumps off. Electrics still look good. IFE and cabin utility, these two switches both on. Equipment cooling right here, normal. Emergency lights, armed, guards down. When you put the guard down, they're in armed. No smoking and seatbelt signs we'll deal with in a minute. And pressing on. Okay, so let's start attacking 22. Will be on the right side. Okay. Emergency lights, window heats on, probe heats off, anti-ice off, electric, both electrics A and B are off, engines are showing on, but in reality those pumps are actually off. They'll come on when the engine comes on. All right, working our way down. Trim air is on, recircs are on, and packs are on, isolation valve open, engine bleeds are on, APU is off. That will change here in a moment. We said 36. Is Omaha 300 or is it, I think it's like 400 feet. Oh, 900 feet. I was only off by just a small fraction. About 600 feet. It's a small number. It's a small world. I don't know why we have a red dot there. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's why. Huh. Interesting. Interesting stuff you see here. APU coming on. Okay, just waiting for it to fire up, and then we're going to press on to the getting the FMC ready. So I hope you all have a great start to your weekend in progress right now. Hey, Saturday is coming to a close. As many of you, it's already Sunday, but hope you all are enjoying it, those that can. Like I said, tomorrow will be a travel day for us. We will not be streaming until either Sunday or 1 December, Monday. So we're going to be off the whole week of Thanksgiving. So sorry, folks, but I'm sorry I don't have much banked to, you know, fill it with YouTube at least. Okay, we're on the ground or APU electrics. So for now, we'll put the bleed on and we'll switch to here. All right. With that, we are ready for the FMC. Let's get the basics done. Now, if you can somehow recall past episodes, you would have seen where that moved from here. It would have moved down rather quickly, don't get me wrong, to this position or to here. See how it snaps? More prevalent here or to here. I kind of like that crispness. That animation always kind of got under my skin. And now it's, again, a tribute to Mr. To the program ABC cameras. I'll get the name down eventually, folks. All right, let's get down here. Let's do what it's telling us. Clear. I said clear. Thank you. FMC. We're still good till the 26th, which is upcoming this week. So I think it's Wednesday. 4th. Yeah. Stand by. Heard a loud crash outside the studio. I was like, uh-oh, what happened? It wasn't me falling out of the chair. That could happen. No. Go to pause it. Put the airport we're in. KBL Victor. Boom. Okay, what I do is go to next page, and I'll take the right one today. So because you had the left one yesterday? No, I had a 50-50 chance, and I had to take it. Yeah, that's a movie line. Sorry, folks. All right, so we're set here. Go to route. KBLV, going to KOMA. As stated yesterday, I do not believe you have to put Omaha in. Out of habit, I do, and we just aligned, by the way. Request our flight plan. What we're going to get here once it gets here is we just click load, activate, execute, clear, clear, and we're ready to go. However, I kind of take it a little further. Stand by. Okay, go to plan, back down here. We can actually watch it here. It's doing that again. What the heck is that? All right, Zibo heads out there. What the heck are these tones I hear every? What the heck is going on here? I am at a loss with that one. I'm going to see if it comes up on the video. I don't know if it did or not. All right, so let's go to departure arrival. Departure, we're going to leave 32 left. Let me bring this in. We'll show it, get rid of it, and then we'll do our thing. Okay, that's showing Eppley. There we go. 32 left is the shorter 8,000 foot runway for this plane, not a problem. And what we'll do to get there, we'll taxi up Gulf to Alpha to the end and go north. So we'll select, execute. Today's transition, stand by. Why'd I do that? Cancel. Lindy 8 STL. I don't see STL. Wait a minute. The Lindy 8 goes south. Yeah, we'll leave it just as is. So there will be no transition. Let me show you that real quick. Consider this part of your departure brief. Yeah, you see Lindy 8 goes. Why? I mean, Ozark would have worked on this one too. Oh well. Hey, it's whatever the real world did. Okay, so we'll come out to St. Louis and then get en route. One thing to note though, if ATC clears us to a certain altitude, we still have to honor 3,000 unless he's, once we give our verification on altitude, you know, we say out of 1,000 or reach 390 passing 1,000, then he'll say most likely cleared up to flight level whatever. He may hold us back from 36. Who knows? Who knows? But the shadow. And then it's St. Louis to Kirksville to is that Lamont or Lamone? Lamani. I knew it was one of those. And then we get on the arrival to Omaha. Okay. So let's. Lindy, all accepted. Good. Go to route. Go to legs. And look at that. That's all we got, folks. All right, let's go back to departure arrival. Work the arrival. Arrival today, Marwee. Tree 2. Oh, what are we landing? Tree 2 left there. For now, for safety, let's do the ILS. Are we going OVR or are we gonna... Let's take a look at the chart. let's just keep it final. So ILS. Whoop, I think I just passed it. Let me make sure. 3-2 left. That's a little longer than 3-2 right. Okay. All right, we'll come in 3-2 left. I don't like that one. What the heck's Pawnees? Oh, coming in here. I think we'll keep it final just to be safe. All right, and that put us up here. So we could have came over OVR to Bokta and head in. We'll do that. So ILS. We'll just go execute Marwi LMN. Execute. Only bad thing, we got to go through everything again. So step, Marwi. Okay. Back out. Oh, you didn't see a lot of this. Okay, let's just go boom and boom. Okay, everything looks good. Step, I'm watching the steps here. Everything looks good to our runway, and we go out and back to Omaha's VOR for the hold on the missed approach. Okay, clear. All right, let me do one thing here real quick. Otherwise I forget and it gets confusing. All right, let's get down here now and go to route, go to perf int. And you know what? I was stupid. Sorry, folks. Little bit of a delay. Hint, passenger boarding, no smoking, switch to on or auto. And the buses are here. Hang on. Sorry. Still getting a little ready for trap. Oh. Hang on a second. This one. Okay. Sorry, I had to take care of something. All right, that's taken care of. So welcome in, everyone. Let's get this going. We got to finish up here real quick. All right, all you got to do is click request. Load will be our next option. There is no accept or execute. All we're doing is filling in the blanks. That's it. Planned fuel 12,009 reserve we'll put in at doop-a-doop-a-doo-ba-doo. Uh-oh. 6,000. All right, everything else we'll do a quick update, then we go to N1. I'm going to do takeoff performance here on SimBrief. Calculating. Okay, so for today's flight will be flaps 5 TO1 and a select temperature 52 for the engines. Kind of a D rate, if you will. We'll go with whatever it tells us over here on climbs. Perfect. And you can see what the N1s should be at. Take off. Click the CG line. Go to the next page if you so choose. 3, 6, 0, diagonal 0. Okay, when in, clear. 3, 6, 0, diagon 1. When in doubt, put 1 knot. It ain't gonna hurt you. Oh, looks like Minneapolis came up for the party today. Slope, if any, up 0.3. Diagonal heading on the runway 319er. Dry runway, believe it or not, and everything else good. Flaps 5. Okay, 134, 134, 138. I'm gonna go 133, 134, 140. Okay, and we'll QR off. We're ready to go, folks. We just got a few things in the middle to work out, like turning our lights up. Go up top here. Lights on. Down here, lights on. All right. Okay, so we're looking at 150. $319 for the heading. Currently, I'm going to set 3,000 until I hear differently. Okay, flight director. Okay, what is our, do we even have an ATIS here? No. So we're looking at 3013.
first draft, stand by for all call.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
That's good news. All right, and I do want to get one more application running, even though I don't really refer to it a lot, especially on short flights. But it's always good to have. All right, Kansas City, 125-725. Let's get that clearance. Seven, 2, 5.
Flight 9002, runway 12 right at Victor, clear for takeoff.
12 right at Victor, clear for takeoff for flight 902.
Blue Streak 5332, exit right, one able, hold short, runway 30 left.
Alright, right at Echo 1, and you'll hold short 30 left, Blue Streak 5332.
Kansas City Center, reach 390 at Mid-America Airport. Request clearance to Omaha.
Fly high 1143, say again. Fly high 1143, runway 18 left, taxi via Juliet, cross runway to Juliet.
Kansas City Center, reach 390. Request clearance to Omaha from Mid-America, Scott Air Force Base.
Reach 390, affirm. I was just about to call you back. Cleared to the Omaha Airport via the Lindy 8 departure radar vector St. Louis, then as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 360 minutes after departure. Squawk 2117.
Okay, reach 390, cleared via the Lindy 8 departure, STL transition, then is filed. 3000 initially, flight level 360, final 2117 for the box. We're ready to start.
Reach 390, read back correct. Expect runway 14 right.
Understand, 14 right for reach 390.
Fly high 1116, runway 18 left, taxi via Juliet. Cross
Got a
runway
quick
to Juliet.
change to make. And that's why you talk to center sometimes quickly, or departure, or delivery to get that.
350 November Bravo,
So you don't have to do what I have to.
Once acknowledged, clear to land, runway 20 November 350 November Bravo.
211714 right.
Climb and maintain flight level 270, say altitude leaving.
Easy change.
Passing 2600 for flight 902.
Blue Streak 5332, cross runway 12 left, taxi, or 12 right, taxi parking via Charlie.
Alright, park via Charlie, cross 12 right, Blue Streak 5332.
All right, let me do a quick recalc here. Take off, and it's now 14 right, still 8,000 feet. And our numbers didn't change, or yes, they did. We're gonna go take off 54. Climb 2. All right, we're looking at 130. I'm going to run with now. 134 is good.
Fly 1124 KC Center runway 18 left taxi via Juliet, cross runway 8 at Juliet.
Okay, make sure our numbers still look the same up here. 1503. Oh, not 319. 139. Hang on. Let me check something here. Perf. N1. Takeoff. Next page. Slash.
So glad the slowest got saved for last. Fly 2 runway 18 left taxi via Juliet, cross 8 at Juliet.
Oh, really? We got to do it again? Okay.
That sounds like an excuse.
Okay, so takeoff 1, climb 2, takeoff. Let's look at the next page real quick. Everything looks good. Let's go 130.
Fly 1143 runway 18 left clear takeoff.
Okay, numbers are in. Final checks. Minimums are set. We're set there. Fuel flow, reset. Okay. Speed brakes are okay. We'll go here. Speed brakes. Down, flaps up, throttles. Takeoff check complete, and we're good there. All right, we're ready to go. Sorry about that, folks.
Fly 1143 radar contact, see altitude leaving. Fly 1116 runway 18 left clear for takeoff. Fly 1143 clear direct Magi.
Okay, fuel's on.
Fly 1116 radar contact, see altitude. 1124, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Airfield management better get rid of all those birds.
Fly 1143, Memphis offline, radio service terminated, pre-change approved. Although I'm sure you knew Memphis is offline because y'all are over here. Alright, 350 November Bravo, I'll be closing here shortly for exchange approved. Fly 1124, radar contact, see altitude.
And Kansas City Center, reach 390 at Scott, ready to taxi for 14 right.
Reach 390 heavy, runway 14 right, taxi via Alpha.
Via Alpha to 14 right, reach 390.
Fly high 1124, clear direct major. Fly high 2 heavy, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. I love that you beat me to it, but you knew where the thought was. Fly high 1116, Memphis offline, radio service terminated, pre-change approved, good day. Fly high 1124, Memphis offline, radio service terminated, pre-change approved, good day. Fly high 2, radar contact, see altitude. Fly high 2, clear direct major. I ended up with exactly 10 between the other 3, but I fell with you. Southwest 2858, radar service terminated, pre-change approved, good day. Oh, 237 Charlie Alpha, descend and maintain flight level 230. For flight 9002, Memphis offline, radar service terminated, pre-change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, 45902.
Okay, takeoff checks, landing lights here in a minute. ATC to Terra. All right, here comes, technically his clearance should have been Echo Alpha, but that's okay. Nitpicking will not go on too long here. Yes, we've altered time, but the weather is still what it is right now.
Breach 39 will be closing for exchange approved today.
All right, reach 390 over to common traffic. Have a great night, sir.
See ya. 237 Charlie Alpha contact, Minneapolis Center 133.4, good day. Fly high 2, last but not least. Radar service terminated, pre-exchange approved. Bye. Ask your boyfriend. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't leave until Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, just getting some quick things done here. Wing lights on, we're ready to go. Scott, Mid-America, common traffic, reach 390, departing 14 right, Lindy 8, direct St. Louis. All right, we'll start talking about those cameras you see showing up down here at the bottom as soon as we get up and going here. Not a very professional controller, but I don't think he was on for us. I think he was for those high flyers. That's okay. I mean, it is what it is. But he did a good job. He got our clearance. Not sure of the correct runway, but again, there is no ATIS up for our airport, so it's hard to say. And I'll give him this: if St. Louis is going on the 1-2s, then most likely we're the 1-4s here at Mid-America. Okay, we gave our call.
knots.
80 knots.
V1. 400. $1,000. $1,000 to go.
All right, we're out. We're turning 270 direct STL here in a minute. All right, I hope you enjoyed that departure. Trying to see if I notice any big changes here. Not really. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, they definitely came offline. Okay. Nope, I didn't flip the... Did I put that on the right frequency? Somehow that doesn't seem right. 28... No, I didn't. Oh well, doesn't matter. I got it wrong anyway. And I never flipped over. Oh well. Such a busy airport, we're not gonna lose sleep over that one, but we're on our way. All right, what is ABC Cameras? It is as advertised over at the forum over in X-Plane. It's free, and it's a very well done program. I've got a lot to learn about it with the traffic enhancements that are on it to be able to see the aircraft out there, which is kind of cool. You know, let's be honest. I don't believe X-Camera had that feature, but I didn't really dabble deep into it. Oh, I plan to go deep on this one. I want to... Actually, there's a couple of things I'm hoping to kind of learn outside the program, let alone about ABC Camera. But basically what you've been seeing, I've been showing you the wing views, but you notice the crispness of the snaps. Instead of the slide over, you know, take the hand and move it over. So that's one thing I really like. Now, if we were to start looking for traffic within it, as I basically understand, we go up here to plugins. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Here's all your settings, and this can also, I love this one, senior citizen, makes things bigger. Love it. And I like the transparency. It's nice that I can still see through it. Right now, X-plane, there's 3. A Zibo, that would be me, GLT 8, Beach 3, or yeah, 350, P28A. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a Warrior. So we can actually go and look at them if we ever wanted to. X-Pilot has 0. How do I have 3 airplanes? And then these are your different things. Most of these are straight out of X-plane, but yeah, it's I'll have to do this. But we are approaching STL. Never knew it took us that long to get there. Oh, we're through 18,000 already. But anyway, that's just kind of an overview of the what he wrote up about the program on the forum. If you go to that link, read through it. It is, he did a great job. A lot of information right there, and the video's the same thing. So check it out. Like I said, we're kind of taking a look at it here. Very basic mode. We're just kind of skimming the weeds here. We're going to go deep dive on those weeds here eventually. Trying a different view here, seeing how I like it, and I may transfer it to the other aircraft I use. But yeah, I really like this. So far, so good. I like it a lot. And look forward to helping where I can. again, we have Miami Air. Hang on a second, folks. I need to undeafen. Again, Miami Air, I believe, no longer flies. Shame. I really liked them when they came out to Mid-America. Really a neat airline. I liked them as a charter. They did a lot of neat things. Even the air crew we had there that day was pretty awesome. So yeah, it's CRAF Airline, which stands for Civil Reserve Air Fleet, meaning when 9/11 happened, that tragic day, well, the U.S., of course, went into build-up mode for Afghanistan to go successfully, eventually, hunt down Osama bin Laden. In the meantime, they deployed thousands of troops, and I am not even going to even speculate the amount of tonnage and equipment that went over there. And in order to do that, they got several different ways of doing it. If it needs to be there now, you're looking at the modus operandi. Airplanes. They have both passenger and cargo. And the days leading as they built up, we saw at the airport 777s, A330-300s, 747-400s and 200s, L-1011s. I mean, every big plane, 767s, just in and out at least 2 or 3 times. Like, do I want to say a month? Or, I mean, they were just coming and going. We actually had 2 777s, 2 747-400s on the deck at the same time. And if you look at our little rinky-dinky airport, yeah, good luck on that one. And they actually got them spotted right, got them in, got them out with all the troops. Yeah, it takes a lot of those. Now, if they take time, as you saw with World War II, the shipping industry comes into bed, where the ships take on a lot of stuff over. A lot more than a cargo plane can haul. So that's what the Civil Reserve Fleet is all about, both naval and air. Getting boots on the ground as quickly as possible, as safely. You know, you're going into potential hostilities, so they got to make sure these airplanes come in decently, and then the cargo ships get into ports safely. So that's what this is all about with Sim Air Force. We're kind of doing the same thing, except obviously our people are pixels. I could go to that 2-letter word everyone hates right now, but I won't. But anyway, so yeah, and I'm here to tell you, they were, I believe, volunteer crews that flew these missions, and they treated the service members well. I mean, I'll be honest, the first few flights out of our airport, you could tell those kids, they knew, you know, at least they realized they're going somewhere dangerous. And I would assume the same thing after Pearl Harbor. You just knew this, you know, this is not going to be good. Nerves on end, a couple of mistakes made in our airport, which we're not getting into. But those are going to happen. I still get some laughs out of the military. Oh no, it wouldn't be the military's the reason I would be laughing. It would be the rules for flying. whew, they were kind of, what? You allow what, but not what? Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Y'all don't need to know those things, but it was comical. So, but anyway, which is good because that helps for us to lighten up so that we're not so hard on, you know, what they're doing. But yeah, that is what CRAF stands for, Civil Reserve Air Fleet. There is, like I said, a naval fleet as well. Okay, we are 139 miles out of our top of descent. Let me bring that up for you so you all can kind of get an idea where we are. Well, not where we are, but how many minutes to go. Oh, pretty good there, Godspeed. Welcome to the channel. Uh-oh. With what? Can't help you there, unless you know. I'd say a sledgehammer would work, but then you don't have internet for quite a while. Oh, good. Good deal. Glad to hear that for you. And if you've been... Well, one thing I didn't notice when we were first looking at it a couple days ago, this program, ABC camera, it'll show you your frame rate. I'm not having any that I know of. What kind of issue are we... Oh, you're watching? That's the only zoom in that I have that does that. Huh. Yeah, it's user error. We always know that. That's what we said in the call center on user error. Of course, we didn't tell the user that. So, but yeah, we thought we'd sneak a flight in here. Looks like I've got 2 centers up ahead. Oh, they're all on the same frequency, so it must be a trainer. Go ahead and set up for that. I can see that. Man, I think you have 3 or 4, especially streamers. I only have 2. I'm getting 30, 35 to 40. A little over 40 every now and then. You saw my settings. I'll let everyone else see them. I'm not shy. There they are. If you're curious what I do, this is what we've changed a little, actually bumped them up in many areas. So any frame rate issues I have, I've got to then remember, what did I bump up? But we are in cruise at 36,000 feet, flight level 360. I'm just looking at, oh, let me just throw that up there. I'll let you all see that. Where are you? Oops, I meant to get rid of that Reach 339 stuff. But we're right here on the map. That explains how they got out of KC airspace so quick. They left Tulsa. Uh-oh. Huh. That would work for you. Each computer system, though, is different, each person's, but for you, that would help you to know what you can run and what you can't. Well, I don't know. I'll be honest. I would love to get away from Microsoft. That would be the highlight. I've heard good and bad. So that's, you know, the bad part is you lose things like Word, Excel, and the other programs are just tougher to learn, or you got to learn something new, which everyone hates learning something new. But I would love to get away from Microsoft completely. Well, that, unfortunately, I can tell you, my system works fine for me. Everyone has a different definition of that, but mine works good for, you know, what I do. Oh, it didn't go after it? Huh. Well, I know the one I've put them in, it's so far been so good, but yeah, there's my specs if you're ever curious. X-Force Computers. Great job that company did on building the computer, getting it all set up. Love it. They can expect another call here when I'm able to. Wish I could get Windows 10 installed instead of 11, but because I know as soon as I get 11 in a computer, 12 will release. I only have 10. I prefer 10. Nope, I didn't. No, I mean, personally, well, if I get a new computer, you're going to get 11. But if he could put 10 on it, I'd be happy. But as soon as I get a computer with Windows 11 on it, 12's going to release. Or whatever they call it. It's been my luck. So if it was totally up to me, I'd still be on Windows 7. That was good. What, XP? Well, you know, it caught me off guard when I was pulling security work for US Transcom at Scott. The ATMs at the time had XP. I about died laughing when I had to escort a technician and he showed me, he goes, yeah, we're still on XP. Well, what? So I don't know what ATMs today are on, but you could be right. They could still be XP. I think I know of a couple out there that are, but I think a lot of them are at least up to Windows 7 now, if not 10. But yeah, that was hilarious. How many? Hey, good deal. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting 35 to 40, you know, ballparking it. It's a good program. This ABC camera, it's not taking up much resource on my end. I mean, it could for other people's computers, because some people do a lot with their computers. Me, this is strictly flight sim. Yeah, that's up to you, how you want to send. I mean, you can always DM me, that's no problem. Well, he puts videos up from time to time on YouTube. I don't know if I see that, but you know, yeah, I know. I'm trying to think, and I'm like, I don't know, but you know, very well possible. I'm not good at that usually. All right, we're getting close to top of descent. Let's get in here, do a couple things real quick. All right, now this is a different FMC than you're all used to probably. I think A2 is what it's called in the settings. You notice it's missing the climb, cruise, descent buttons. They're all in the RNAV. So you'll just click next page. Now you're on descent, forecast, back to what you're used to. Request winds. I'm not thinking we're going to get any, but you never know. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it was a cruel death. We know. Yep. Well, you know, I had Spy Flight once raid me just as I just as I turned off the stream. It's like 100 and something people coming over. What video? Which one? Ah. I think I know which one you're talking about. See, when they go into things like that, my eyes and brain just kind of gloss over because I have no idea what they're doing. Always talking to myself, Duluth. What do you mean?
Hasn't happened yet that my thing died, so I might do another stream.
Duluth was unhappy I had you muted. We got you going live now.
Am I that bad?
No, I just didn't turn the switch. I get going, especially on these short hops, and I will forget things.
Does anybody help this guy? Is he basically built all these computers himself?
I think he has a little bit of a team because we ran into an issue at our old house with it. And when we called and finally got them going, it wasn't him. Because I talked to him when I ordered it. And he said, yeah, you picked the wrong time. I said, what do you mean? That's when 2020 came out. And I was trying to get X-Plane 11. So he was making a whole lot of computers for people then. All right, looking at the clock, we got about 25 minutes to go to Omaha. We're about ready to start down. And eventually talking to Minneapolis.
Yeah, I'm just sending myself. Flying to Boston.
To Beantown.
From St. John's.
Nice. Oh, you're coming in from the Atlantic. Very cool.
Had a rough thunderstorm. Well, mostly a thunderstorm through the whole flight.
Yeah. We've had it really rough here with this clear skies. Keep hitting the high beam switch and the sun won't dim.
Oh yeah, and another thing too. What was I going to say? It seems like every time you fly the Airbuses, like, I don't know which ones you got, but like the A320 wise, I would always fly the CO because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like built up on top of each other. Like you got the regular Tullis, right?
Yeah.
A320, then you got the Neo. Is there anything before the Neo? A320.
Well, the CO, that's the original, the conventional engine's original. Then you got the Neo, then you got the A321, A321 Neo, A319. I've heard rumors there's a Neo of that out there. Can't confirm nor deny other than I've heard.
But I'm pretty sure, like, you always have to fly the CO or else you won't get
Flying
the
Cloud
weather,
and
since
Fox
you did
Charlie
that,
Mike
like,
looking for a
over top
VFR
stuff.
departure to the southwest, and we have the weather and ready for taxi
Yeah,
from the
the
northeast right.
A320, then you have the Neo.
Alright, 712 Papa Alpha, Roger. Tower's closed. You can
Well, I mean, it all
change over
depends.
to advisory for
Hang on.
taxi and departure there.
Alright, going over to advisory, 712 Papa Alpha.
Minneapolis Center, reach 390 with you, close to top of descent for Omaha.
Reach 390, Minneapolis Center. Hello, pass discretion, center maintain 16,000 Omaha, altimeter 3015.
Hang on, I didn't catch that. I caught the descend at our discretion to flight level 160. Was there anything else?
And you reach 390, Roger. The Omaha altimeter is 3015.
Okay, 3015. We'll descend at pilot's discretion to flight level 16,000.
Cathay 812, contact Toronto Center 12577. Have a good day. And Cathay 812, Toronto Center 12577. Have a good day.
All right, so we've got that set. Oh, I need to start my descent. All right.
United 644, reset transponder squawk 1446.
416 is United 416 4166. That's
644 negative 1446 1446.
1446 United 645.
How do you get that video thing in the center?
Huh?
Skyway 6247 vacated 31 and we're currently taxiing
That
Delta, but
video
taxi to
image
the main
in the
terminal.
center?
When they
6247
pinged
taxi
me?
Delta parking cross runway 5.
No,
Delta
like,
parking
you know
cross
where
runway
the
5,
towers
thanks you
are
so
at?
much from
You
Skyway
got like a
6247.
little video thing
American
going on in
1684
that
exit
box.
right, Delta to parking, follow the RJ cross runway 5.
Oh, that right here, the basically that's the cabin. What you do, you come down. Well, you have to put it in there, but it's the flight deck entry video, and just set it to center, left or right, and go down with it.
Foxtrot 267.
And then hit this button here, it'll turn it on and off. Parker 125 and with a resub. Thank you so much, sir. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, it is a Boeing. Hey, welcome in, sir. Appreciate having you.
Expect visual approach runway 30. United 906, cross obstruct at and maintain a flight level 320.
He's happy it's a Boeing. Boing.
Walker 4250, request taxi runway
Well,
35.
I'm actually not going to be overweight.
What do you mean you're not going to be able to wait?
And Walker 4250, runway 35, taxi via POTS discretion.
When I land.
Taxi pilot
Ah.
discretion, runway 35, Walker 4250.
Usually I'm way overweight.
44, we good for the 15 minutes?
You don't put the right fuel in?
Well, I do.
How are you overweight?
44, 15 minutes, you'll be out of the airspace. So Kansas City and Chicago are both closed. If you just want to go to advisory now, that's fine.
That'd be amazing. Thanks so much. That's it so far.
Huh, interesting. In the A320 CEO?
Yeah, it's 644. Radio's terminated, change to advisory, have a good one.
Sometimes I'm overweight, sometimes I'm not overweight.
Sounds like you need less carbs. But anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, that was just hanging out there. I said, you know what? Yeah, we'll just pull it in.
I mean, I'm only 190.
I could only wish for that. But no, I don't know what the hang-up is with your aircraft. And they very well may not be overweight. I know the CO, I have a lot of troubles with the weights in it, and I don't know why. And I don't know how to write it up for TOLUS so they can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
430, descend via the Torgy 3, the Minneapolis altimeter 3003, 3, you can expect 30 left transition.
Just send him a video.
Well, I mean, I just don't know what to tell them.
Say, hey, told us, fix your stuff.
Don't work that way. I like to get specific.
Walker 4250, you ready to go there?
Ready to go, runway 35, walk 4250.
4250, roger.
All right, let's get in
Lincoln
here, get some
winds
checks
currently
ran for the descent.
Walker 4250, Lincoln wind 340 at 3.
Okay,
runway
engine
35,
starts in
cleared for takeoff, fly
continuous.
runway
We'll get the lights on, seatbelts on.
Takeoff runway 35, walk 4250.
You may have already done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing in about 10 minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Okay, he didn't. Gives you an idea we're going here.
He already built his cockpit yet?
To what? Hawker?
Yeah.
I really haven't stepped over there to see the progress. I know life has sent him some challenges of late, and I don't know if he's had a chance to get into it or not. Life has been whack. One whack after the other.
Minneapolis Center, Secretary 429, Hotel 7 with Austin, request mission start.
Last calling, city call 7 again.
Sun Country 429.
Sun Country 429, push on the Charlie's approved, nose facing the north, you expect 30 left.
Push approved, expect 30 left, Sun Country
What do you say
429.
the bright side is?
Sun Country 429, information, Oscar's current advise you have it.
True. True.
Sun Country 429, push on Delta's approved.
Push onto Delta is approved, Sun Country 429.
All right, as indicated earlier, folks, this is the absolute last stream potentially before December, being that Monday, and not this upcoming, but the next one is 1 December. Possibility, no promises. Sunday could see one in 2 weeks or a week and a half, however you want to say it. But right now, this is the last one till for sure Monday, December 1.
Coming through 3,900.
So hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving as we begin approaching Omaha. Let's get our frequencies in.
And Walker 4250, you can proceed direct rocker.
Proceed direct Walker 4250.
Okay, we need 11.9. Boink. I said boink. There we go. And that's going to be 322.
Delta 2057, you can expect the visual approach, runway 30 left, when able to turn left, direct ADAS.
Can we put 30 right on request on clear from some?
Delta 10, 2057, roger. You can expect the visual approach, runway 30 right.
Alright, visual 30 right, don't clear from some, thank you.
Marwi. All right. Start turning towards the airport. Then we have Swab, and then Omaha's VOR.
And Delta 2057, let's see here, turn left now, heading 260 vectors for the visual approach, runway 30 right.
Heading 260, don't clear from some.
And Delta 2057, you can continue that left turn direct Sam's. And Delta 2057, descend and maintain 5,000.
I'm going to take 5,000 direct to Sam's on clear from some.
Reach 390, do you want the visual approach runway 30 left, or 32 left, or 32 right?
Reach 390. We would appreciate 32 left.
Reach 390, you can expect the visual approach runway 32 left.
We'll expect visual for 32 left. Thanks.
And reach 390, you can proceed direct Omaha right now.
Going direct Omaha. Reach 390.
And reach 390, proceed direct the Omaha airport.
Oh, okay. We'll go direct Omaha Airport. Reach 390. Still hold up at 16,000.
Yeah, reach 390, heavy descent and maintain 5,000.
Continuing out of 18,000 for 5,000. All right, we'll do the visual. The visual. It's one way to see if everything's fixed on the plane. The plane, the plane. All right, we're 10 minutes out. We'll go ahead and get things set up here. If you want to make a prediction, exclamation mark the word predict,
Sun Country 429,
space,
runway
and make
30
sure
left,
it's a
taxi via
negative
Charlie
number.
Whiskey.
Hawker's in with a
And
guess.
Sun Country 429, disregard that. Running 30 left, taxi via Delta, and then Whiskey.
I was kind of worried about that coming into Greece a couple days ago, or yesterday. And not 1 foot per minute more. Okay, boss. I will be curious if that works there, Godspeed.
I type it in wrong again.
I left one thing turned on that I needed to turn off. Okay. Yeah, it's exclamation predict.
Okay.
Not landing, exclamation permit or predict. Ugh. Getting us all confused. Hey, we got another one in by Godspeed. And we're starting to get on the outskirts of Omaha as we bring in a craft flight.
And last circle calling city call sign.
We're bringing in a
712
Civil
Papa Alpha, go ahead.
Reserve Air Fleet mission for Sim Air Force to Omaha. Bringing some troops home for the holiday.
And number 712 Papa Alpha, say aircraft type.
I'm hoping at Omaha VOR we might see the airport.
712 Papa Alpha, squawk 1502. Delta 2057, the Minneapolis airport is at your 1 o'clock, 19 miles, report the field in sight, descend and maintain 4,000 now. Delta 2057, clear for visual approach, runway 30 right. Our 712 Papa Alpha, radar contact 10 miles to the west of the Minneapolis VOR, cleared into the Minneapolis Class Bravo airspace at, let's call it 3,500, and remain south of the Minneapolis airport. The Minneapolis altimeter is 3003. Number 2 Papa Alpha, is there a particular spot you wanted to overfly or transition to? 2 Papa Alpha, flight present, heading vectors over the top Minneapolis Airport and club and maintain VFR 4,500. Delta 2057, Minneapolis wind 280 at 9er, runway 30 right, clear to land.
Okay, we're picking up the localizer.
And reach 390 heavy, your field is at your 12 o'clock now, and 30 miles, we'll put the field in sight.
We'll let you know when we have the field in sight, reach 390.
And reach 390, I misread that, 20 miles, fields at your 12 o'clock, 20 miles.
Oh. And reach 390, I believe we have the airfield in sight.
Reach 390, roger. There's another field that's at your 12 o'clock and approximately 10 miles, so I'm going to hold off on giving you your visual for now. Just and maintain 3,000.
Out of 5,000 for 3,000, reach 390.
WestJet 2273, we expect a visual approach, runway 30 right, the Minneapolis altimeter 3003, let me know if you want 30 left. WestJet 2273, thanks for getting that, you can proceed direct SAMs. And it's WestJet 2273, descend and maintain 5,000. Sun Country 429, wind 280 at 9er, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff, turn left, heading 260. Sun Country 479, just so you're aware, there's traffic 8 miles to the southwest of the Minneapolis Airport, 4,500, a Diamond Star, should be no factor.
2,500.
That almost looks like Offutt. Oh, it isn't. Offutt would be off that way.
And there was 712
right there.
Papa Alpha, turn left heading 090.
See what happens when you won't pay attention? You overshoot your airport again.
No, I'm not overshot.
Oh, I did.
I saw the lake and know that's where Ponies is, and I know I've got the airport in sight to the north.
Fox Run 267, when it will say, advise you have the weather and NOTAMs at the Appleton Airport and say approach request. Fox Run 267, roger, you can expect the visual for runway 30 at Appleton. Pilot's discretion, send and maintain 5,000.
And Minneapolis, reach 390 has the runway in sight.
390, thank you for that. Cleared visual approach, runway 32 left.
Cleared for the visual, 32 left, reach 390.
Yeah, reach 390, wind 360 at 5, runway 32 left, clear land.
We're cleared to land, Omaha, reach 390, 32 left.
712, Pop Alpha, turn left, heading 040. Sun Country 429, radar contact, say altitude. Sun Country 429, climb and maintain 17,000, turn left, direct McConnell. Delta 2057, straight ahead, Charlie, and then Bravo to Delta 6. Have a good one. Actually, Charlie is Delta 6 on the north side or south side of the gates there. Delta 2057, Roger. Charlie to the gates. Have a good one. Diamond Star 2 Papa Alpha, turn left heading 020.
500. Approaching minimums.
Landing.
Minimum. $300. 200. 100. 50. 40, 30, 20, 10,
'I know what I did wrong. Yep, we're gonna have to go around.
Positive rate.
And center reach 390 has to go around. We forgot the auto throttle.
Reach 390, Roger, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000, fly present heading. I'll have a turn to the north here, and then we'll put you back around once you pass through 2,500.
All right, we're through 2,000 for 5,000, reach 390.
1,000.
I'm WestJet 2273, field is at your 2 o'clock, 15 miles, report the field in sight. WestJet 2273, clear for the visual approach, runway 30 right.
Like, what
Minneapolis
is...
Center, New England 1626, flight level 360. 906, leaving my airspace, Chicago Center, offline, radar services terminated, change to advisory, approved, have a good one. Northeast 1626, Minneapolis Center, hello. Sun Country 429, climb and maintain flight level 360. and reach 390, turn right, heading 060 vectors for the visual approach, runway 32 left.
One more time with the heading. We're turning rows. It's 060.
Reach 398, firm 060.
Right 060 for resequencing for 32 left.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Westjet 2273, wind 280 at 9er, runway 30 right, clear to land. And Westjet 2273, traffic is at your 1 o'clock, 6 miles northbound at 4,700 at Diamond Star. It should be no factor. Delta 430, do you want the visual approach runway 30 left, or do you want the RNAV 30 left?
Is it possible to get RNAV?
And Delta 430, roger, you can expect the RNAV Zulu runway 34 left, cross Mauer at or above 8,000, clear for the RNAV Zulu 34 left. Actually, I misspoke. Delta 430, cancel that approach plans, cross Mauer at or above 8,000, clear for the RNAV Yankee 30 left.
We gave him the cruise message.
Reach 390, turn right, heading 160.
Right turn 160, reach 390. That was definitely a good shakedown.
Runway 1626, proceed direct Brower.
To see if I got Zibo working pretty good.
Northeast 1626, proceed direct Brewery. Direct Brewery, New England 1626. And Sun Country 213, runway 30 left, taxi via Delta Whiskey. Or 712 Papa Alpha, heading in altitude, your discretion, you can resume on navigation. And walk 4250, descend via the Walker 4250, descend via the Nitzer 330 left, transition the Minneapolis altimeter 3003.
Descend via the Nitzer 330 left, altimeter 3003, Walker 4250.
Fox Run 267, the Appleton Airport is at your 12 o'clock and 27 miles, report the field in sight.
411 November Bravo, 430.
Number 411 November Bravo, Minneapolis Center, roger. Lufthansa cargo 8188 Minneapolis Center, roger. WestJet 2273, where are you parking today? WestJet 2273, cross runway 22, taxi to the gate via Charlie Alpha. Reach 390 heavy, turn right, heading of, let's call it 270, descend and maintain 3000.
Right 270 down to 3000, reach 390.
Delta 1098, Salt Lake, or excuse me, Minneapolis Center, hello.
And I hate
Delta 430, you are.
I've gone around twice already.
And center runways in sight for reach 390.
Reach 390, cleared visual approach, runway 30 left.
Cleared visual approach, flying by hand this time for 32 left.
Reach 390, thanks. Cleared for the visual approach, runway 32 left. I said 30, that's my bad.
No worries, 32 left for reach 390. Oh, lining up for the wrong one. Let's get over here.
Fox run 267, roger, cleared visual approach. There's no traffic observed between you and the field. Change over, radar surface terminated, change over to advisory is approved. Report IFR cancellation this frequency. We'll talk to you in a few.
Fox run 267, disregard, cleared visual approach, runway 30, remain this frequency.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the tour of Omaha.
For advisories or just go on your own? Number 2 Pop Alpha, roger. What's the eventual destination once you're done with your air work?
Okay, gears down, flaps are coming down.
1000.
Number 2 Pop Alpha, roger.
Okay, coming up on speed. Okay, Sun Country 213, thank you for being patient there. The Minneapolis wind 280 at 9 runway 30 left, cleared for takeoff. Turn left heading 260.
500. Approaching minimums.
Landing, hopefully, this time. Auto throttles off. Autopilot's off. Plane's mine.
300.
Think rate. Think rate.
200. 100.
And reach 390, wind 3605, 1932 left, will land.
30.
Cleared to land. 3-2 left.
knots.
At a minus 359.
I don't know what I did yet. I'll check it when I get parked. Reach 390s off a kilo for the terminal.
Sun Country 213, Minneapolis departure radar contact. Climb maintain 17,000. Foxtrot 267 radar service terminated. The Appleton winds. Foxtrot 267 radar service terminated. Appleton wind 2706, runway 28, clear land. 30, excuse me, 30, clear land.
Head center, reach 390s off a kilo for the terminal.
Reach 390, taxi to parking via pilot's discretion.
Via discretion of the pilot to parking. Great job. Sorry for the go around. All right, well, we got to do a go around, and I haven't looked at the. I don't think I'm seeing mean words yet out of Hawker.
Sun Country 213, turn left, direct jet it. Delta 430, wind 280, 9 runway 30, left, clear to land.
Yeah, I hate when I forget the auto throttle. Uh-oh, we're hyping. Why are we hyping? 400 feet a minute. No winners? What?
I thought Hawker was.
I did too. He'd have been the closest. But I just saw up there no winners.
Maybe it went off your first landing count.
Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking about parking out there. Kinda like this one right here.
Sun Delta 1098 to proceed direct Shay. Yep, Delta 1098, turn right, direct Shay. United 102 Salt Lake, or excuse me, Minneapolis Center, hello. Sun Country 213, climb and maintain flight level 350.
All right. Well, we got to go around. How about that? Okay, let's get this thing shut down, shall we? Let's first get down here, look at our trim. Okay, APU is on. We got to get the probe heat off. Okay, and fasten seat belts. All right, transponder off. Here comes
712 Papa Alpha, go ahead.
radars are both off. Fuel pumps.
712 Papa Alpha, roger. I still got you tagged up for flight following there. Cleared into the Minneapolis class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 4,500 and fly heading 270. 712 Papa Alpha 270. Alright, 712 Papa Alpha, you can proceed direct to NOCO. Diamond 2 Papa Alpha, advise the current Anoka County automated weather, Minneapolis altimeter is 3003.
All right, there we are. Let's take a look at how we did here. I don't think we did all that great. All right, let's see here. I got the chocks in. They're doing their thing with the cargo. The people are coming off, and welcome to Omaha. Parts of my plane, I think, are out there somewhere. But anyway.
And Delta 1025, roger. You can expect 30 right to push on to Quebec is approved, nose facing to the east.
He's busy. We're going to kind of let him go. All right, so let's talk about it. Get back out here. All right, so Elevatech. We'll start with, actually, you know what? I'll get the sim taken care of here. Okay, the PIREP got accepted. What was the landing? It doesn't say. Okay, first attempt. Actually was 346 feet per minute. Second one, 600. I didn't feel like it was that rough, but okay. Well, we'll find out here. I'm not sure which one the Elevatech and Sim Toolkit will go with. All right, let's complete. Wait a minute. Did I even bring it in for y'all? Yes. And let's find out what it looks like. Wow, we get credit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 landings on that and a go around. Holy mackerel, what a flight. They're giving us 623. I don't know which one that was. 134, 1.7 Gs. That's legal. That's good for Sim Air Force. I get to fly another day. All right, let's take a look at what I use always. Sim Toolkit. Aha, 400 feet a minute, and it looks like 300 feet a minute. All right, complete. Okay. And finally, holy mackerel. Okay, now we're in 34 minutes. Should have been about 20 minutes shorter. 324 miles, just shy of 3,200 kilograms of fuel, 1.5 Gs, 393. That should make Cocker hype and be happy. 146 for the landing. Not bad. Let's see how many they show. Yes. All right. I think this is the original 3,900 feet down to runway, 13 feet off the center line. At no time do I think we hit at 146 on the first one. So, you know, hey, it was a great flight. You know, I enjoyed it. The numbers were good. The pilot forgot to take off the auto throttle. 2 places you can do that real quick to help you guys out. All right. Well, you see it on the throttle. Either side is a button you can click. Or, if you're lazy, flip the switch down, because that's all the button's going to do. Now, for the autopilot, oh, there it is. Right where my cursor is a button, right above it. Y as in Yankee is the key to bring the yoke up and off, either on or off. I don't know about you all. Flying that go around, the airplanes seem to be pretty stable. So I think what we've done, even though when we go over and do our control check, we see the ailerons still falling off, going back to neutral. Overall, I think the plane's a lot more stable. Whatever happened in Bucharest yesterday was, wow. I mean, it just wanted to go left until I got the autopilot in to finally rein it in. And then we did that fun auto land, kind of close to what we did today, almost on the edge lines instead of center lines. All right, we also got to tour a little bit. Give me time to learn, folks. The inner workings of this plugin called a Better Camera, ABC. If you're curious in it, and it should have been shown a couple of times besides me doing it, that's how you get your grubby little paws on it. And check it out. Those of you familiar with active camera, you're going to find some similarities. Leave it at the some similarities. Kind of, you know, just come at it new, fresh, and it's pretty. Get into some serious, you know, being able to look at aircraft, you know, on VATSIM or even if you're running offline and AI, it's pretty good. We'll get to that on our next flight. Next flight currently is officially scheduled for Monday, December the 1st. However, we could come up Sunday, barring what's going, you know, whatever is going on in our life. So, all right. Well, you all have a great time. Thank you, Hawker, again for the resub. 42 months at Tier 1. And I'm sorry, 53 months. My bad. He's been subscribed with us for 53 months. He's a good friend of mine, not far from where I live. And he's hung in there, helped me, pushed me, kicked me when I didn't want to go in certain ways. And usually for the better, things work out. Not all the time, but usually. Also want to thank Godspeed for being in the Discord channel. And again, for SL Goldberg for following yesterday. We sure appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And you really do have things to be thankful for, even if your life looks wacky and whacked up. But you really do have a whole lot of things to be thankful for. Y'all enjoy Turkey Day. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll be back at you when I told you. God bless. We'll see you then.